work, hard work, hard work, hard work.
What up, YouTubeverse? Your boy TIM, aka Tim Diggity. Alright, so I'm back, right? So as you can see, I'm in the garage. It's time to get to these to the scooter thing. I mean, I got the Y10 sitting here, still looking pretty, still looking good. You know, I had that flat in the back on it, but I fixed it and never had a problem since. Let me make sure I ain't saying it like I shouldn't. You know, I got that the bike, the ear horror, still sitting there. I need to get out on that. And then here we come to this one, the X7. Remember I had that flat and I fixed it once. Well, I thought I did. I put this stuff in it. And then I went to the same area and sort of rode in the same area again, and it went flat again. So today we're gonna try and do some slime again on that. All right, let me set it up. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna just walk y'all through what I go through here. So just a little makeshift bench that I made and hung on the wall myself. You know, it's the height of a table saw stand. So I put that, you know, I just made this with some wood, put it up there on the wall, and boom, see, pulls down, I got a workbench. So here comes the tricky part, right? And hopefully this works out. So getting this scooter up on there. That's how I broke my turn signal in the back. I don't know if y'all ever saw it, but see the turn signal is broken. But if I didn't have to unplug them, I'd just take them off because I don't necessarily ride at night. But here's how I got it up there the first time. And again, let's hope that we, as an eye, can go ahead and hurt myself, because this scooter is heavy. You know, the scooter is heavy. So once I find the back brake again, here it is. So I just sort of scooted up. Did I take this seat off? I might have took the seat off the first time. Scooted up, walk. Right? Now I'm not saying this is the best way to do it. I'm saying this is how I did it. All right? So scoot it up, walk it up. Next thing you know, now it's time to get a little, my back hurtish feeling. All right, so I'm gonna actually move this over a little bit here. So now, it'd be better if I had two people though, for real. It's got a handle back here, but since it's on the wheel, it makes it a lot easier to roll. And of course, what I don't want is to catch the top like I'm catching. All right, so what I'm gonna do as I struggle by myself, if you haven't heard me say it, put the kickstand down, right? I'm gonna come over to this way, turn this. I don't want it to roll off either. Just sort of roll it around. So boom. So that's how you get, what is it, 115, 120 pounds up onto something high like that. All right, so let me get some stuff together. I'm out of breath, I'm breathing hard. Let me do a couple more thought pattern maneuver things and figure out what I'm gonna do next. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back now. The goal is to have the front wheel leaning over the side, right? So that I can take the wheel off and get the inner tube out again. Well, as much as I can without disconnecting the battery. And then see what I can do as far as, I'm gonna do the slime again. But the hard part is scooting it over. Because believe it or not, it seems to be heavier in the front part, probably because of the stem with all of this stuff on here with the motor and the brake. The battery's in the middle, so that's why like it was sort of easy to lift it and roll it forward to put it on here. So wish me luck that this doesn't fall, but here's where we go. Had to put my gloves on too. So if it falls, well, that might be the end of the X7. If it doesn't fall, which it appears to not want to, because I used the kickstand, I'm gonna say. Good for me. So I'm gonna scoot this over. Now what I'm doing, right, is like I said, let me bring this down just slightly here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is the wheel's gonna hang over the edge, the battery's gonna be on the edge of this wood, and that's how I'm gonna have free reign to get to this. All right, so I'm gonna move you over to the side a little bit here so that I'm not blocking it. Now, if something goes wrong, don't laugh, because it ain't funny. Like I said, the front part, for whatever reason, is hella, I'm gonna go with hella heavy. So boom, I'll go with that. Now how much I trust this plywood, I ain't gonna say, but yeah. All right, let me get my tools set up, be right back. All right, so there's not gonna be a lot of audio in this. I'm just really gonna just do it. So 21 millimeter socket for the front wheel, for the front wheel nuts. All right, so it gets a little tricky because I don't have like something, oops. I don't have something that's like tall enough to sit under here and hold that up. But on this side, it's got a lock washer that holds it up, and but the other side doesn't. Go figure. But this is also the side with the motor, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Now what I'm gonna do is remove this cap, and there's a reason for that. I'm gonna move the cover, and that's so I can slide this backwards a lot, you know, so that I can almost use the table to move this light over, so I can use the table to help hold this up. So of course I forgot to get something, but since I slid it, oh, there's the washer, but it goes on the inside, not the outside. Now, I am not prepared as far as tools wise to really do this. So keep that in mind, y'all. You should really have everything set up when you're doing this. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the that slime, little tool come with the slime to let all the air out. So here's the slime, you know. Let me just make sure this records. Here we go. Here's the slime, and the tool that I'm talking about, all it is it's just the cap. You might not be able to see it, but in the cap there's a little twisty part, and I'll bring that down. So I think I'm pretty sure I showed you this before, but you put it inside the stem, and you just remove the little part, the little whatever it's called. The thing within the stem, how about that? The stem within the stem. And you hear the air start coming out. Don't lose that. If you do, it'll be a bad day for you. So I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna try and press the air out, which it appears the air is out. So the next thing that I need to do is, there's another washer. That's the washer for this side. It goes on the inside. So the next thing I need to do is these screws down in here. Those down in there. I think there's 8 of them. 2, 4, 6. There's 6 of them. So I got to get my tool to take that out. All right. I'll be right back. All right. So, I got to say that this light behind me, man, this joint got me, you know what I mean? So I'm sweating and stuff. That's why. So it's my little Harbor Freight tool thing I told you about. So it's a 4 millimeter hex wrench or whatever you want to call it that you use to break these loose. And man, he's flying down the block, eh? The screws I'm taking out is what allows the wheel to come apart, okay? So I'm just gonna get to it. those are the 6. All right, so then the wheels should come apart, right? If I took the right ones out. Did I? You see it? So this is where I run into the issue of not, because I don't necessarily want to disconnect the battery disconnect the motor from the battery to change out the inner tube. So that's why I'm trying to go the other route. Whoops. Okay, cool. The other route of changing or trying to fix the flat while it's still in the tire. Because you see, this design here, it would require me to take the motor out. I don't know if there was a better way for them to do this, but it's interesting that they did it this way. Because that's the motor. Yeah. It almost seems like, I don't know, whatever the case. So here's the inner tube. And again, I can't really take it all the way out. So let me see if I can push the actual scooter back a little bit. No, a little more. So that give me a little bit of peace as far as the motor not falling. So pull the inner tube out. It's a pretty nice size inner tube, and I see the slime all in it. So I'm wondering, there's a bunch of holes in here or something. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get a flashlight to get in there, be right. All right, so I went back and I got the a flashlight right here. So let's see if it works. See, boom. All right, give me a sec. Okay, so amongst some of the other stuff that I got, I also got a tissue to wipe my head off because I'm sweating like a sweater. That makes sense? No, probably not. But you're not gonna be able to see this, but I'm looking inside the tire to see if I see anything first. Then after that, I'm gonna put my hand in there and move it around and see if I feel anything. I don't see anything. So here's what I'm gonna do off camera. I'm gonna put the stem back in. I'm gonna put the stem back in this inner tube and I'm gonna blow it up with the compressor. That's why I said off camera, because I don't want to make all that noise for y'all. And I'm gonna see where it actually is leaking with it outside of the tire, because I can't seem to find anything in the tire. These are pretty thick tires too. All right, I'll be back. All right, so I found the hole on the side. I don't even know if you can see me, but I found the hole on the side. It already had the, look right there. It already had the slime coming out of it, and I sort of peeled it away. So yeah, I made it worse. So what I'm gonna do now is I gotta figure out, I think when I put the inner tube back the first time, I put it back wrong. So it might've made it so that that hole was still leaking when I put weight on it. So I'm gonna try and put the inner tube in there correctly. I put more slime in there, put the little stem back in the stem. So the middle stem into the stem, whatever, the valve, the stem into the valve. And I'm gonna put the tire back in, put some air in it again and see if it holds. All right, I'll be back. All right, so here it is. So I took the tire out, like I said, the inner tube out the tire. I put some more of this slime in there. You can get it on Amazon, slime, just like it says. It works, sort of. I think I found where the issue was. Where I ran into a problem was when I was putting the two pieces to the wheel back together, the inner tube was sort of in between. So, that could have been part of what it was as well. So what I did this time, I put a little bit of air in there to make the inner tube take the shape of the tire and pull it away from the two parts that go together for those 6 screws. So I did that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheel back on. thinking something ain't right here. It's almost like I got the let me see. I think I got the what's his name against the brake. Yeah, let me bring it over and show you what I'm dealing with here, which I didn't deal with the first time. So let's see if y'all can see it. See how this side's got more space than that side. So it's catching, it's too much, it's too far that way. So now I gotta reevaluate my life there. All right. Figure it out a bareback. All right, I mean, you know, I got the wheel back on there. Let me show you. I got the wheel back on there. I put the fixer flat. I done used all the slime out of this joint, just about all of it in there. But I don't forget how it works. I guess I should have read this. You know, you put the stuff in there, but then you're supposed to add air. Every time I add air, it's like it's almost like it's blowing the slime through or something. I don't know. You put it in there, deflate. Remove the object, put the stuff in there, put the cap on, fill it with air. But when I fill it with air, it's almost like, you know, it's almost like the air is blowing the slime back out. So I don't know. Let me see. Let's see what y'all may be. Yeah, I hear it. So it's blowing the slime back out, so it's not retaining the air. So, I don't know, I messed with it again. So, maybe there's a part 2, a wrap up, but this is why I haven't been riding the YUME at least. I mean, I could ride the X7, I could ride the Y10. I might, just to get out on it today, just to get a little ride in, because I did want to go see if they started building that house that caught fire. That's like a couple miles away from here, but all right, well, I didn't quite hook the video up, you know, all is well, so we'll figure it out. So, like, subscribe, comment, peace, there may be a follow-up. So I just thought real quick, I'd say that, in case, let me see if y'all can see it. I found the hole, the slimes, you know, look at this mess. Look at this mess. I don't know if you can really see it. Look at this mess, all on my pants, the slime's all on the floor. Shout out that hole right there, all on everything, all on my pants though. Come on. So I'm gonna just let that dry, probably overnight. I won't put no more air in that, I know that much. All right then, peace.